Subscribe to Highest Good, where we tell you your future.
How are you doing, Aries? On Monday, love is deeply private and very passionate today with the current planetary configuration. Even if everyone knows of your relationship with a certain person, they certainly do not realize how deeply in love you actually are, and perhaps you do not either until an event that occurs today makes you realize exactly what is going on. You may choose to keep this a secret a while longer. It's probably just as well that you don't make romantic plans during the Mercury retrograde period that starts this week. Things could change on a whim. Luckily, relying on your instincts can help with any decisions. Prepare to be contemplative over the weekend. You're not always comfortable being alone with your feelings, but this could be a productive period if you give in. The coinciding moon closes out your emotional week, signaling a good time to use your imagination and creativity to think about your future romantic plans. Reflect on lessons you've learned in the past so you don't make the same mistakes again. On Tuesday, you feel great and full of charisma and magic due to the current planetary alignment, which brings a special blend of romance in your life. If you are talking to someone for the first time, then you can expect to hit it off right away. You will feel relaxed and able to talk from your heart about anything, which is a blessing that should not be taken lightly. Love is deeply private and very passionate today. With the current planetary configuration, Mercury will start its slow down mode from this week onwards, and that will impact your entire body and mental disposition. This is a time for transformation and you will have some mental blocks. Mercury indicates intellect and analytical capacity, so naturally during this week you can make some wrong decisions. You may get minor issues like headache or cold. There will be multiple things that can distract you, so try to have focus. There will be multiple things that can distract you, so try to have focus. You will be having some issues like absent-mindedness. This situation will disappear after this transit of the moon. For the time being, you need to take care of your head area. Please don't think too much or act. You need a lot of rest and sleep. On Wednesday, celestial energy brings you an understanding that may have been hidden beneath the thoughts and general business of your daily life. It concerns your relationship with someone and the depth of feeling between you. You may not have paid much attention to what has been really going on, having so much to attend to. You become aware of hidden possibilities today which could enrich your life. You can let your emotions flow freely with today's astral energy. If you have felt like holding back from letting your latest lover know how you are deep inside, you will not be able to any longer, and it is probably not a good idea to continue pretending any longer. It is safe to say what you need to say, and your lover really aches to hear this. On Thursday, today you might consider entering into a business partnership with a relative or neighbor. This could show promise of success and is definitely worth serious consideration. You will want to be sure it's right for you, so caution is recommended. You might even get around to considering the nitty-gritty of a possible agreement. But for the most part, it isn't likely that you will be making any final decisions yet. The current astral configuration implies that you have a chance to develop a relationship that is based on spiritual ideas and attitudes rather than the more ego based principles that usually dominate people's lives together. You may have wanted a partnership in which you felt that you were literally growing with another person. So take the opportunity whilst you can, as you are now ready for the challenge. On Friday, the value of any investment you may have made in land, including your home, could come into your thoughts today. Whatever time and energy you've put into it is likely to pay off, and this might make a difference to you while formulating plans for the future. You might spend some time working outside, which should clear your head and enable you to get your thoughts together. A female friend could join you. You can have concerns regarding your beauty. That will be just a temporary mode, and you don't have to worry about that. Venus is triggering your head area, and that too in a slow down manner, so minor headaches are possible. You should take care of your genital organs as there are chances of bacterial attacks. Your emotional self is also active, so there will be emotional issues as well. This is also a week of meditation and healing. On Saturday, a lot of serious matters are on your mind, perhaps involving plans for the future. It's likely that you will want to stay home today and do some contemplating. Various new opportunities could be coming your way, and you won't want to let them pass you by without serious consideration. Chores around the house could prove a valuable outlet for physical energy while allowing thoughts to churn in your mind. The desire for personal and career advancement could cause you to consider furthering your education in some way. Someone close to you, probably a woman, could wake you up to the advantages of returning to school and getting an advanced degree at some point in the future. You may want to wait a little bit before deciding, but something has shifted within you. It's time for some kind of change. Be prepared. On Sunday, the current astral configuration implies that you have a chance to develop a relationship that is based on spiritual ideas and attitudes, rather than the more ego-based principles that usually dominate people's lives together. You may have wanted a partnership in which you felt that you were literally growing with another person. So take the opportunity whilst you can, as you are now ready for the challenge. Today you're apt to be a bit preoccupied. You might find yourself considering concepts that others think are strange and impractical. This might involve metaphysics or the occult or unusual ways of making a living, or all of the above. You might want to discuss this with others. However, you should make a decision based on your preferences without influence from those who aren't directly involved.
Money and career.
On Monday, financial inflow will be very satisfactory, but you will be also required to take care about your expenses. There is a distinct possibility of incurring several unexpected expenses. You could spend a substantial amount of money for court cases and pending legal matters. Since you have a lot of surplus funds on hand at the moment, it will be a great idea to clear off all your old debts. You could consider investing in real estate today. It will be imperative for you to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses. Do not spend huge chunks of money for buying exorbitant objects. On Tuesday, this is not a promising day for matters pertaining to finance. Your exorbitant expenses will be uncontrollable. Your investments are also not going to reap any lucrative rewards. Your finance department will miserably fail you. You will not be able to stick to your monthly budgeting plans. Your financial planning will seem to be completely collapsed. You may even need to borrow money from close friends and relatives to keep the show going. You may not even be able to cope up with regular office expenses such as courier charges, telephone bills, electricity payments, etc. This will be due to the carelessness of your staff. On Wednesday, you will need to be extremely cautious while dealing with matters of finance and money. Never sign a document without properly reading it first. As a matter of fact, you should even sign checks after proper contemplation. Try to focus upon saving your money as much as possible during this period. We say so because there is a strong probability of incurring unexpected expenses during this time. On Thursday, this week is not very favorable for considering new investments. Those dealing in the stock markets should have a watchful eye over the developments. You will be very relieved to receive unexpected finances. This is a very favorable week as far as your finances and money matters are concerned. If you have been trying to avail a loan for either business development or purchasing capital for goods, you will be able to do so easily today. Any financial strategies that you have planned will be successfully implemented today. On Friday, there is a distinct possibility of spending a considerable amount of money for purchasing electronic gadgets. You will also be able to successfully clear off any old loans or dues during this period. Learn to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses and focus upon saving for the future. This is a very favorable day as far as your finances and money matters are concerned. If you have been trying to avail a loan for either business development or purchasing capital for goods, you will be able to do so easily. On Saturday, any financial strategies that you have planned will be successfully implemented. There is a distinct possibility of spending a considerable amount of money for purchasing electronic gadgets. You will also be able to successfully clear off any loans or dues during this period. Learn to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses. On Sunday, the graph of your financial growth during this week will be more or less like a tidal wave. If you learn to surf the tide with adequate precaution, the sail will be smooth and overall you will need to maintain a perfect equilibrium between your financial inflow and expenses. Monitoring your unwanted expenses will certainly help you. Your financial inflow will be very satisfactory today because Moon is in your sign today and things will start looking up today onwards. Do not make random investments based on hearsay.
To get your daily prediction updates from our team of psychics, subscribe to Highest Good and click on the bell notification and never miss a prediction.